Oh, greetings, motherfuckers. I actually remembered how to start this goddamn thing. Holy shit. So, yeah, finally live. We're trying to figure out how things are going, and yes, I'm not dead yet. I have this thing called a job, so yeah. Sorry, we're not really doing this on the regular. It is what it is. So, happens. Let's see who all we got here. Simply, thank you for being patient. Yeah, sorry, right-hand man isn't here right now. He should be getting here in the next couple of minutes. So, he'll just have to be late. We appreciate you being here. So anyways, without being too much of a dick, let me introduce the fine ladies that I've got. I have Herr Waffen SS Ubergalactic. Something else Germanic that sounds horribly misspoken. Queen of the South. We know which South they speak of.
Hi, everybody. I'm Hassan Miles. Actually, today, my name's Sarah Scoobie Murdoch Chan. I hope you dig the avatar.
Remember. Herr Uber mentioned Sarah Scooby Murdoch Chan. That's just such a great meme. I can barely hold my shit. Yeah, it's fucking funny. Out of all the goofy shit I've seen dumbasses do, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Christ. I'd have goofy sound effects in goose stepping if I wouldn't get a copyright strike and a fucking ADL visit at my doorstep. Oh, great. It seems my Terra sweetheart. There she is. There she is.
I'm here, Puddin'. There's a lot of noise in the background.
Hit him with a baseball bat. We'll shut up in due time.
Well, you can do that when I move up there.
Okay, sounds good to me. I got plenty of shit to hit people with.
Including that butt plug helmet you got.
Pickle Hall, damn it. Pickle Hall. Look, I know people like the sodomy, but this isn't the north side of the city. We don't try and turn every random, partially sharp-edged, blunt object into an instrument of fornicating AIDS spreading.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, you know what? That might explain why near the, past the north side, that they really don't have those fancy, shanky fences. I honestly, come to think of it, I thought it was because they're too expensive. Because I figured, okay, if you want the floral pattern and all the fancy little bells and whistles with, the welded iron fence and all that gaudy looking shit, and then the nice.
I want the welded iron fence. I also want the house on 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
Yeah, we don't have a 1313. We got something close to that. They call it Karl Marx Drive. Last I checked, because Bob Vakian bought it and renamed it. Asshole.
No, I want 1313 Mockingbird Lane. You're gonna get it for me, damn it.
We don't have lanes or boulevards.
Your city
It's Chicago.
Sucks.
Well, we really don't have a beach, so we don't have like a fucking, we also don't have turnpikes. We don't have turnpikes. We don't have a turnpike. Little known fact. I mean, we've got beaches and that, but we don't have courtyards. We may have a boulevard here and there. Oh, got plenty of courthouses. You kidding me? Cook County? Yeah, they want that fucking money from your ass. So, we have courthouses. Good God, you don't want to wind up in them because they'll sit there. And you are going to pay a court fee of $9,000.83. And then you're going to pay a party. And then you're going to pay an incarceration fee. And then you're going to pay 5 other fees on top of that because it's Chicago. Pay up and die.
Is there a prison penitentiary called Stateville? And
Yes,
okay.
that's in Joliet, though. That's not in
Okay.
Chicago. Oh God forbid they got something like Statesville in Chicago. They'd call it the Rahm Emanuel, shut the hell up and give me my fucking money, you filthy goyim Institute of Die and Pay Taxes Incorporated or something like that. Yeah. Oh boy.
He's
Statesville
still
is
going
really
on about Ron Fior? What?
why the hell shouldn't I? He's still mayor. Fucking bastard. Wait till he gets out of office. Then I'm sure, J.B. Pritzker will put in one of his cronies and they'll take his goddamn place. Because it's already a communist state now. Since that's fucking Justin Trudeau impersonating fat man in a little suit got elected. Fucker.
Tell us how you really feel, baby.
I want to see what this dumbass decides to legislate. So far, the only thing I've heard of is he's going to try and pull the shit he did back in the 90s. I didn't know he even existed in the 90s, but, whatever. He apparently at one point decided he was going to put a 100% tax on all firearm purchases in the state of Illinois. Thankfully,
stupid.
yeah. Oh, he's a communist. Why would he want anyone other than the state to own guns? In a communist state, no one owns anything. They are lent things by the state. And J.B. Pritzker is, your stereotypical fat man with little suit. Oh, I like socialism. Oh, yeah, shut up and think that I'm a nice guy while I put you in the killing fields, you little bitch. And, I just smoke this marijuana that's laced with some arsenic and convulge so I can get my little, Khmer Rouge to come in and butcher you like the savage you are. And, if you don't want to avoid that, you can vote for me until you die. Because I'm just, a nice little J.B. Pritzker and I'm your senator and shut up and blindly obey me. Hashtag resist. Hashtag resist. Fucker.
I love how you just go hashtag resist, fucker.
It's what he literally campaigned on. His entire thing he campaigned on was for reasons you should vote for me, and the reasons are middle finger to Donald Trump. And even though I am just a senator, I can totally do something about him doing something in a state that he won't be doing anything at all. That's literally what his campaign was. It was that and a whole bunch of propaganda ads of like people randomly asking him stupid questions. Like somebody was like one of his secretaries or something, if I remember correctly, was the funniest shit I ever seen. Because you know when they did ambush journalism back before they did violent masturbation like they do nowadays?
Yeah.
Okay, that's basically what most of his propaganda ads were. It was like, all right, he's driving little cars, little, North Korean import or where the fuck it is. And he gets out, fat man in a little suit, and then out of nowhere it's like, hi, JB, do you like mustard on your hot dogs? Oh, mustard's okay. Okay, do you like ketchup on your hot dogs? I love ketchup and mustard on hot dogs. It's awesome. Oh, JB, that's so awesome. You're a great guy. You like ketchup and mustard on your hot dogs. Yeah, there's great ingredients having a hot dog. That's why we call it a Chicago dog. Yeah. And literally, that's all they
by the way,
did. Yeah.
Ketchup on some hot dogs.
That is heresy. Especially how that fucker is in. That is communist heresy. And I'll burn everything to the ground that decides in the state of Illinois they're going to put ketchup on a fucking hot dog. Get that the hell out of my state.
Hey, guess what? Then don't
What?
ask me to have a hot dog with you because I will be putting ketchup on it.
Thank you for letting me know that in advance. I'll make sure we don't do that at all. Unless we're in, like, Florida or somewhere where I guess that's normal. Then I'll try and restrain from killing people for it.
Burnside, how old are you?
Almost 30. Almost 30.
I was just curious.
I'm going on like 28, 29 now. I had a birthday on the first day of December, but I was so busy doing run around and shit, I didn't really even bother to have much of a birthday, so I was like, fuck it, whatever. Not gonna bother. You know, it was whatever at that point.
Oh, and I talked to Pat. He's gonna try and come on. His internet's spurting out. It's storming there, and I guess he has satellite internet, so he's kind of screwed.
That poor bastard. Make sure he blames Rahm Emanuel. Just blame Rahm Emanuel.
That's why you heard me saying, well, don't you guys have shit like Cox Cable out there? What the fuck?
Yeah. God. That's depressing. Let's see. What else do I have other than moaning and groaning about these rat bastards that are running my city and state full of fucking retarded bullshit? But
What about the body count? Body count? Body count?
oh, I was gonna save the dead bodies for later, but I mean,
Body count now.
Dead bodies now?
Dead bodies now.
All right, dead bodies now. All right, we'll do dead bodies now, and in the off case anyone else comes back, we'll revisit them later just to see if they updated because it happens. You never know. So all right, there we go for starters. We're sort of on schedule with our dead bodies because so far as of between yesterday and today, we've got 474 shot and killed. That's not too bad. I mean, we're normally at about 500. But the good thing is, for total homicides, we're at 560, so that's roughly on track if you follow the past 3-4 years. That's more or less where it's normally at. I think the year before, it was about 700, I think. I'll have to go and actually collect all the data and put it on a spreadsheet so it does its magic and shit. Because, yeah, fuck math. I'll have the fucking computer do it for me. For shot and wounded, though, we're doing pretty good. We could do better, but, I guess some people are, getting a little off with their accuracy. Because you got 2,331 people this year that have been shot and wounded. And for total people who have been shot, I think we're a bit shy. That's just my opinion, though, because we're 5 over the 2,800 mark for total people shot. Normally, I think we're at about roughly 3,000. So, give and take with that a bit. And, God damn it! Hold on, this fucker's freezing on me. Give me 1 second. I gotta beat the shit out of this thing.
Don't fall out. Everything will die if you leave. Beat it with the dildo helmet.
Bless you. Dead air, dead air.
Yeah. Robbie, here. Oh, my forehead still hurts where I whacked it on the sink. And the doctor told me last year no more head injuries.
Damn.
Yeah. Luckily, it didn't make me see stars, so I was good. Because I don't know if you remember last year I gave myself a concussion picking up dirty laundry in my bathroom so that I could do laundry. And I whacked my head on one of those porcelain towel racks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was seeing fucking stars.
Damn, girl. Damn.
I got it! Fucking
Yay!
pain in the
Did you
ass.
beat it with the dildo helmet?
No! I kicked it. And I enabled the pop-up blocker. I went to scroll down and I got like 3 fucking pop-ups from the goddamn site begging me to give donations because Rahm Emanuel and J.B. Pritzker are going to shut it down for socialist progressive reasons, anti-white supremacy laws or some shit like that. Something or other.
You could have beat it with the dildo helmet.
It's called a pickle hob. God damn it! Learn some World War I history.
No,
Damn
that's
it.
what I have you for. Why the fuck would I do that?
History is my forte. Anyways,
I want
back.
to address simply speaking. Trust me, I want to stop whacking my head on things, but it's kind of hard when I'm with Burnside and he keeps pounding my head into the goddamn headboard.
Ooh, yeah. You like it after I get done with the woman. You like it out of that.
I don't like the migraine.
Well,
Well, girl, he's trying to tell you to keep that face down and that ass up.
I
I
was
know
trying to
what
think of
he's
the right way to
saying.
put that, but yeah, Sarah's right. You have to get your angles right. There's not much I can
I
do
know
about
how to
that.
be angled, right? It's
Are
just,
you sure?
yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I think you're going to be taking. I mean, if we keep going at this rate, you're going to be taking more headshots than the dead bodies in the Sid limits. Because let's see here. Aha! Here we are. Okay. Between January 1st and 7th, which for those of you who don't know is getting into the middle of Krampusnacht, which I'll get into later because bitch better behave for Christmas or your ass gonna die horribly.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making my roommate's son watch Krampus.
He should, little bastard. Learn to behave or go to hell for fucking. Actually, no, I'll get into that. Yeah. Behave or else Krampus is gonna get you, little motherfuckers. And he will instill discipline.
But
anyways, as far as all of the dead bodies that have been put through the Morgan process, there have been 215 fatal shots to the head, so that's 215 dead bodies from headshots. 199 dead bodies from shots to the chest, torso area. 6 from the arm. 7 from the lower body, so I'm going to assume at least 3 of those are nut shot. And 60 that they really don't know what in the fuck happened. Now, as far as people who have been wounded, it's give and take because there's 200 that somehow survived being shot in the head area. I guess they must have been lucky or something. Who the hell knows?
They had a dildo helmet.
Something. There's 576 that were shot in the torso and managed to live.
Oh,
430 arms.
Go and give Sarah S&S Hammer a fucking wrench. And give one to Simply too.
Alright, you have been both promoted. Yeah, you have both been promoted from SS to Waffen SS Super Galactic. Never say die. If anyone gets that reference, please tell me you listen to the band. If not, I'll have to drop that.
Simply Speaking is asking, I'm hearing someone blowing into a bottle or something. What's that?
I have a fan going. Our AC's out.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I asked literally what it was too because it sounded like somebody was getting fucked or something.
No.
Oh Lord. No, not yet.
Our AC units, the dryer filter on the outside keeps literally freezing so bad that it gets frost all the way around it, and the AC maintenance man has yet to come out and try and fix it because they don't believe me, and they're like, oh, there's no way to check for a freon leak. And my ex-fiance, who works for an AC company, flat out said, yes, there is. There's a kit in it. You
run a dye
system, and it shoots out neon fucking yellow dye. He's like, and it's water soluble, so you just wash it off. He's like, so they're wrong. He doesn't like my landlords.
Anyways, back into the funner stats. Out of all the people who have become dead bodies, 850 oh wait, whoops, no, I'm reading that. But don't worry, in a few years it'll be 850% because of all the importing. Actually, 85.1% people have died from gunshots. 14.9 have died from others. Those others being stabbings, trauma. Oh, they added one for cars too. About time someone knows how to fucking drive. Strangulations, which is kinky, arson, child abuse, and unknown. For those who want to know, 6 are unknown, 3 for child abuse, 3 for arson, 7 from strangulation, 8 from auto accidents, and just being Hinkle McCrinkleberry going, fuck bullets, I'm gonna go drive someone over with my car. 20 from trauma, blunt force, or other, because in the city there's plenty of things you can throw people against. Because, you remember that year when everyone went, this is Sparta, did a line of cocaine and kicked people off of things and into things? Yeah, we still have that over here. 32 from stabbings. I'm actually surprised it's not more, given that, it is the season to be shanking. Stab. But then again, they might be doing that in 26 in California, County, But as far as gunshots, yeah, 452. That's about right. Could be about 500, 530 roughly, but I guess their accuracy is not improved. And let's see here. For the Dead Bodies Matter Incorporated that like to bitch, whine, and complain, 412 of your dead body victims are black. What are you doing about it? Nothing, because dead bodies matter when you can take advantage of them. And 52 of those 412 were actually assailants. Ooh, maybe that's why you didn't do nothing about it. Do a step. 14 something 8,888 over 9,000. Please tell me someone got the joke. If not, yeah, fuck. I'd be having lawsuits if I ran a soundboard. So, oh well. And 71 out of those victims are Mexican Hispanic. 15 assailants. That's actually kind of low. I guess those poor bastards are really getting gunned down. That's actually quite depressing. I'm actually not surprised for the white/other. I just wish they kind of separate the two, because you don't know what's what anymore. But that's because everyone's bundled up so goddamn full. So 39 whiteys died, or others died, and 5 of them. Whoops. Nope. 9. Sorry. 9 of them are actual assailants. And look, they even wanted to be progressive, and they added a police stat. 2 police officer victims, which is actually quite depressing, because they're normally trying to not get shot, but dead bodies matter, so just blame the cops for everything. Make them dead bodies too, because reasons. And surprisingly, 5 were assailants. Normally it don't happen, but you know what? Every now and again, you piss a cop off, he's gonna hit you. And
Damn,
surprisingly, it happens. I mean, it's this city is not only so massive, but it's so massively anti-police and anti-American that, what? As much as I would normally say, what? The cops really should restrain themselves and not be assailing people. Every now and again, it's like, you've got one of these radical, psychotic, pedo-y, fucking coke addict-looking communists just going about doing this, that, and the other. You can't really blame them for hitting them. I mean, I really can't. I mean, it's like, oh, don't hit him. It's illegal. Don't do it. You lose your badge, your job, and then you get on the news for about 3 years straight while people have riots and shit. But it's like, sometimes you can take pity.
Pity? What's pity?
Thing where you feel bad for someone being a dumbass. Speaking of dumbasses,
I don't know what that thing is.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll focus on dumbasses then, because that's one thing everybody. As of between yesterday and today, there are 594 dumbasses who have lost their cars due to carjackings. Because homie needs a ride, and he's taking yours, motherfucker. The surprising thing is,
oh my God, actually, steal that.
Oh, hell yeah. The funny thing is, we've actually made a decent amount of arrests this year so far. But we're behind from last year and the year before. This year, we've made 54 arrests, which is 9% of the people who jacked all those other poor bastards. Last year, even though the percentage was lower, we made more arrests, which is 66 arrests last year, and only about 7%. So, give, take, just, make sure, get bulletproof glass. It'll make things so much easier. So you don't have to go out in the cold while some crazy bastard runs around with your car. Speaking of other crazy bastards, it actually looks like we've been pretty low on opioid deaths for a change. Maybe everyone has decided to put down the cocaine and cocaine accessories and just pick up hot automatic weapons. Because we've only got 398 of them that are dead this year. So far. 398. Might be 400, but you know what? We got snow, so they could be buried. You never know. And here's the fun stats everybody loves. And oh boy, do we have a good chunk. Alright, out of all the dumbasses that have shot themselves, there have been 35 this year to date. 35 people that have shot themselves. And we've got 100. Ooh, we're doing really great on ass shots. Now, I'm not sure because they still haven't updated. I guess they haven't really got my requests, or they just told me to go fuck myself. But I actually requested that Hey Jackass separate the difference between getting shot in the left cheek, the right cheek, both cheeks, or straight up the cornhole. So you know what? Take your pick, because there's 107 people that, as of between yesterday and today, have gotten shot square in the ass. And by all means, go to heyjackass.com and try and get a hold of them and go, hey, we would like to know which, when, and where they were shot in the cornhole, or the left cheek, or the right cheek. Maybe the same with the they call it the selfie-o-meter for the people that shoot themselves. It'd be kind of funny to know how many people actually shot themselves in the knee or the shin or the toe or something like that. Or the dick. Which actually, speaking of being shot in the dick, 41 people so far have been shot in the dick. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, I think last year we were at just about the same. We're at almost 50.
Yeah, I think you were.
Yeah, so we're doing pretty good for nut shot. And for those of you
in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should. With the rest of you fuckers who I sent invites to, it didn't get back to me. Assholes.
Well, I know that Hammer's watching.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for watching, Hammer. We love you very much.
Like I said, Pat's having internet issues.
Blame Rahm Emanuel. Blame Rahm Emanuel. It makes everything better.
Even though he's in fucking Texas?
Even though he's in Texas, just fuck it. Blame Rahm Emanuel. Maybe if we get enough people to blame Rahm Emanuel, he will gradually lose his power. Hopefully, that is. 1 second here, real quick.
I was about to say, did I hear a knock on your door? What was that? Banhammer? No. Sadly, YouTube is a dick, and when you block somebody, they still let them view your shit. I fully believe when I block someone, they should not be able to have access to my shit. What do you think, Queenie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, just as usual. Yeah, you've got another parking ticket. You've got another speeding ticket. You've got another ticket for not listening to Rahm Emanuel. Ooh,
Fucking seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, same
That's
bullshit.
where all your fucking money's going.
Yeah.
No wonder I can't, get the plane tickets to come out there.
Well, it's with the new governor we've got, Senator Premier, whatever the fuck Pritzker wants to call himself. He's an advocate for communist authoritarian socialism. He wants to call it happy socialism, but we all know what the hell it's, communism. He just wants to decorate it nice and try and act like, a nice little fat man in a little suit who just wants to give everyone free marijuana and social services and put all the people that don't agree into concentration camps and killing fields where such non-progressive, cisgendered white males, non-quad-gendered, nor trans-dimensionals belong. Because
Bless you.
God bless you. Because
Thank
all
you.
hate must be destroyed. And all the rest of that goddamn stupid bullshit.
Love conquers all.
Yes, of course.
You know what else conquers everything? Fucking nukes.
Yup. Thermonuclear warhead. My best friend. Yes, that's the one thing I love. Nukes. Reminds me when everyone was bitched about North Korea. What if they nuke us? Oh, if they can nuke us. It's like, you realize how primitive they are? They're so primitive they don't even have duct tape. Think about that. We make fun of people for duct taping shit together. In North Korea, they don't even have fucking duct tape. Think about that for a minute.
That's because they ate it. It's duct tape.
Must be.
Hello.
Scoobie.
Hey!
Scoobie!
Speaking of duct tape. Uh-oh. He might have to duct tape his microphone back together. Oh,
Nah,
shit, Sherlock.
No. He'll just cover it in duck sauce and eat it.
Scooby, it's the face-off of the mouse avatars. Mine versus yours.
Dun, dun, dun.
Awesome.
Oh, Christ.
No, I want to know where the fucking Spurgs are. Like, did they all run out of fucking juice last night? Where's AP
think they
at?
did.
Where's all their shit at? Like,
Either
come
that
on.
or they're still, spurting out on their own streams.
Probably. Who cares?
Like-
Besides, I'm not interested in them. I wasn't interested last night. That's the reason I got annoyed.
I'm sorry for laughing, Scooby, but the way you were going off and you're just fucking hilarious. I'm just sitting there just like fucking laughing. I wasn't laughing because like I know we've all been through some shit with these fucking people, and it's like right now, like we just need to fucking let this shit roll off our fucking backs and just fucking laugh at them. Like the way you were just like so quick witted and shit, just fucking just like busting their chops. It's fucking hilarious.
You know what? A lot of it was I've kept my mouth shut for most of this, due to everyone else wanting me to be polite and to be nice. And I kept saying, look, they're not going to, be polite. They're not going to be nice. And people are going to keep pushing and keep pushing. And it just got to the point where, finally it was like, look, all right, we've tried being nice and polite. They're going to keep, pushing. We'll try it your way. I said, oh, you're going to try it my way finally? They said, yeah, okay, good. Then just sit back and let me work. And that's it. Pissed off pretty much half the internet, I think. So, yeah. Fine.
You've become the internet's new boogeyman. Oh,
not really.
No.
That's the thing. Like, apparently, like, they thought, Mickey was going to do whatever to them at any time, at any point. I'm not going to do anything to these people. That's the whole point. I don't give a fuck about them. I can't really be a boogeyman if I'm not interested. Look, they could burst into flames. I wouldn't even go near them if I was cold.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. Which, speaking of the cold, you missed the body count, Scooby.
Oh, okay.
But don't worry. As soon as more people get here, we will revisit it. And we'll continue to blame Rahm Emanuel for shitty Wi-Fi. And, just blame JP Pritzker for, regular communist genocide.
Pat's having internet issues.
Oh, that sucks.
And I said to blame Rahm Emanuel.
What amazes me about just everything in general, like with Rahm Emanuel, and how does this man? Didn't he just go up for re-election and didn't he get re-elected?
Oh yeah, last time we had an election cycle, yes. Although, due to rampant protests and a borderline riot that happened on the north side, he is allegedly going to step down. Now, I say allegedly because, he'll get on TV and he'll go ahead and he'll say, I'm not going to run for re-election. I'll finish my term and go home. But, he's probably just going to do it anyways because all he needs to do now that he's got Pritzker in office is go full-blown Hebrew communist like Trotsky and say, in the name of everything against Trump, you need me. to be your mayor. Because even though I totally don't have anything to do with Washington, I can overthrow Donald Trump in the name of progress and communism. Oh, your federal fifis will empower me as your mayor. I know people eat it up in the vault.
You know, it's sad because that's pretty much the platform that Cuomo is trying to run on.
That doesn't surprise me.
I can't believe he got reelected. That so annoys the hell out of me. I thought we actually had a chance this year of getting rid of him.
That blows. Maybe he took all your missing persons, stole their identities, and filed them for his party and had them vote 10 times for him illegally, but because he's Cuomo, he was able to sweep it under the table.
Oh, he doesn't even have to do that. He doesn't have to do that. He has the Teamsters. He has the Steam Fitters Union. He has the Carpenters Local. He has he has the Pipe Fitters. He has if I remember the term for them, the Steam Hogs. Those are the guys who do the tunnel drilling. Yeah, he has every local you can think of voting for him. That's why I always say, you come to New York, if you can find anybody who's involved in either the unions or in organized crime, because they're not synonymous anymore, who is a Republican, you find yourself a unicorn. They're all bulldogs, every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So Burnside, what did Nightcrow make for dinner tonight?
Mac and cheese, and it's fucking awesome. Homemade mac and cheese. I'm eating the absolute shit out of it. I'm glad you asked, so I'm about to go get another bowl.
He better make that shit for me if I'm gonna make the fucking jambalaya, because I know you raved about it when you got home.
Fuck yeah, it was a great jambalaya. It was just a tad spicy. That's.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. When I was a kid, we never had homemade mac and cheese.
Oh,
like if we did, we called it baked ziti.
Oh, I love baked ziti, but
Yeah.
you need some homemade macaroni and cheese, like 5 different cheeses, fucking butter, cream.
Guess who also knows how to do that?
Oh man.
we know we have when we have the baked ziti, it's 5 different cheeses. It's mozzarella, it's provolone,
mozzarella.
I hate when you say that. It's mozzarella, it's provolone, it's pecorino romano, it's parmesan. Sometimes it could be either Munster or mortadella, depending. And yeah, it's really good. And usually it'll be in Madna, but I prefer it in a Fra Diavolo sauce myself. It's a lot better.
Like that horse sauce, right? Or what is it? Hua sauce.
Horse sauce? Yeah, it's puttanesca.
Hua sauce.
Like whenever my father, may he rest in peace, I'd hear him working out on the car. One of the things I'd always hear him say was "Manager de Botan," which means "goddamn hua."
Yeah. Say that hua.
Oh, what hua?
Hua.
Yeah, that's the local parlance.
I can't wait to hear Peaches say it, because I'm going to make her say it one way or another. I'll be like, please say it, please say it. Yeah, you hear this? Burnside wants to hear it too.
If it's not dead bodies, it better be food, because 2 things I really get excited about.
Yes, simply, he is stuffing his face on stream without me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that homemade mac and cheese is real good shit.
I hope I can't overdose on this shit.
What's your plan? What?
Chocolate almond milk.
Yeah. You'll piss like a racehorse, you'll be fine.
Nah, you really can't overdose on it.
My mother drinks that almond stuff all the goddamn time. You'll be fine.
I usually mix it with the powder for the GNC shakes that I take, and usually I'll add a banana and yogurt. It's pretty good.
Tasty.
Yeah, well, it's I want to make sure I'm getting like maximum nutrition. It's it's how you keep your teeth, your hair, and your looks. You know, that's how you
Oh
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, Burnside better keep his hair. I like the way it's turning into Clark Kent hair again.
And if anything, God forbid he does start to thin, we'll just kill a bobcat and make a toupee for him.
Oh, crazy.
No, I'm good. Remember, I'm gonna hunt down Tennessee Marine and shave his head.
Go for it. From what I hear, the poor bastard's balding from all the bullshit that's going on.
No, his hair's still there. I've seen recent pictures.
That's good. At least he hasn't lost his hair. You know?
But they're still going after him?
Not really.
Yeah.
I think they finally chilled the fuck out.
Well, they want him to blindly obey their absolute totalitarian leadership. You know, they're starting to take after all my senators who, you know, after a few years of serving, wound up making our license plates. Yeah, like, hell, our last governor, Rod Gleboyevich, or Globlovsevich, or Mops the Floors bitch, as he is now. That poor bastard. The funny thing about this guy, years ago, when Obama first became president, Go Mops the Floors bitch decided he was going to go and try and sell his Senate. And he did it so blatantly that literally the cops sat there and the FBI sat there and were like, really?
I remember this.
Yeah.
This is clear as day.
Yeah, this dumb son of a bitch was like, oh, you want to go to the highest bidder? You give me a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of votes. And you gotta be kidding me.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
My governor, who now makes our license plate, and he mops the floors of a couple cell blocks in Cook County Jail.
So, Simply Speak is in the chat. I changed my mind. It doesn't sound like someone blowing in a bottle anymore. It sounds like a vibrator under too much stress. What the fuck is that? Okay, you're probably also hearing my laptop, which Burnside gave me. It needs a new fan, so it sounds like a fucking plane tried to take off on the runway. And then I also have a fan blowing on me.
Yeah.
And I have to enjoy it while I can because I have to give them back to my aunt.
Well, the good thing is the parts for it should be relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, the fan for the laptop is only like $20. That's why I asked you for money.
Yep. When I get the chance.
I know. Also, for a Christmas present, can I get myself some e-juice? I'll order one bottle and I'll end up getting two.
Okay.
Yay! One bottle is $7.
All right.
And then it's like $4 shipping.
All right, just let me know beforehand.
Of course. I'm not cruel and just spend your money willy-nilly. I always ask.
I appreciate it.
I might want you to spend money on me, but you know, I want you to do that of your own free will.
Yeah, which I appreciate. I appreciate your. I mean, it means a lot to me, especially with how nowadays, you know, every other woman I run into is the bitch be gone and a Hingle McCringleberry, and I have 3 kids who've been abused by 5 different men, who've been beaten with 2x4s and psychological warfare from the CIA. Won't you try and fix me? And it's just like, you know, that shit gets real old.
Well, you bring up an interesting fact, babe. It has been almost a year since we met.
It has. Give or take a few days. We're just about there.
Yep, we are.
Now, come to think of it, should we give them the good news, or should we you know what? Yeah. Let's wait till more people get here, because I want to know if these lazy bastards are going to show up.
Yeah, pox is a wild pox is supposed to appear.
I hope so. I hope he's not just, off in the distance praying to cat.
He might be praying to something else. His wife is supposed to be showing up, getting home.
Ooh, giggity. Ooh, that sounds like it's going to be some fun times. What? Mr. Foxtox is going to have a yeah type of time.
And I hear the tortellini bikinis roaming around somewhere.
Oh, is he?
Oh, how's Mr. Tortellini doing?
I have no clue. I blocked him.
All right, we'll see if I hear from him. I know he was, throwing rocks in my window last night, but I worked for him, so it's like, we couldn't do nothing.
Was he really?
I think somebody was. He was the only person I could really think of who'd be like throwing rocks at my window. Like, who else doesn't know that I have a job?
Burnside, it was Addie throwing rocks at your window. He wanted to come up and try that thing that's on your helmet there, that butt plug. So.
Pickle Hob. Damn it! Do I have to give a World War I lesson to everybody? I don't know.
It's a dildo helmet, and that's it.
Pickle Hob. It was used to intimidate people, stab people. In the off case you didn't want to get shot, it occasionally
worked. Yeah, Addie wants you to stab him in his ass.
I'm sure he does. As well as many other things that got. Too many goddamn sodomites in her deranged bullshit, I tell you.
Yeah, that Operation Scoobie commencing.
We are anonymous. We care about everything.
Oh,
well, we have 6 people watching, so there's some people that just aren't talking.
Oh,
bring your Spurg buddies, you little Spurgs. I want y'all to get in this fucking chat. You were all fucking running your mouth yesterday, fucking hooting and hollering, fucking and carrying on. So get the fuck in here and get your fucking people. Get those spastic cunts in here. I want to fucking rip them to fucking shreds or whatever. Like, I want to see. I just want to watch them just fucking just spaz.
Oh no! Remember. Press 1 if you want AP on.
Yeah.
Press 1 enough time. We'll summon him. Ooga chaka, ooga, 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 ooga. Sometimes I have no life. Want people to scream. Oh, summon AP. Summon AP.
I even sent AP the link. Not the Hangout link. Trust me, not the Hangout link.
I don't care if you
the YouTube link. I promise you, I did not send him the Hangout link. I do not betray anybody. No, I sent him the YouTube link so he could get in his fucking chat and spurg the fuck out like he was last night. Or maybe he needs to do 8 more lines of fucking cocaine with gasoline. Then he'll come in here.
Maybe. You don't know. I mean, to be fair, one good joke does deserve another. I don't mind throwing people, fuck with people, having fun, this, that, and the other. That's all fine. When these goat fornicating nutbags want to go and I'm the fucking Batman. None dare question me. It's just like, come on. We're all a bunch of nobodies, so it really don't mean a good goddamn word. The rules apply to you. No, there are all no rules. Rules are meant to be broken. Anarchy. Dumbass.
Yeah, especially if you're talking to Burnside. He's going to break every single fucking rule.
Yep. Dead bodies.
Irvin!
Oh, hello. Fuck's sake.
Don't kill Irving. He's sweet boy.
Oh, God. And the dog's here to sit.
I'm actually glad you're here, buddy. I have something to tell you. This is the first time I'll ever say it, so I'm sorry for culturally appropriating your country involuntarily.
What?
What?
I'm sorry for culturally appropriating your country.
What
He
the
said
fuck are
sorry
you
for
talking
culturally
about?
appropriating something.
My country. What did you do?
Yeah. Now we have a socialist in office.
What?
We have a socialist in office now, like the state of Illinois. We've got a communist in power now.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Irving,
Yeah.
it's my other smoking buddy, the other chain smoker here.
How's it going?
I'm good. How you doing, sweetheart?
Not bad, not bad.
I like her accent.
So, what's the topics tonight?
Oh look, it's Mrs. Malcolm.
Hi guys.
You haven't
Greetings.
put her in on my joke, have you?
No. Tara thinks I look like Jeff Goldblum.
Oh God, no,
Yes,
Yes, he
that's
does.
a compliment, girl.
no,
Yes.
I don't see it.
And Malcolm, Dr. Ian Malcolm is his character, Jurassic Park.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
So you're now Mrs. Malcolm.
Oh dear.
Girl,
who-
that is a
It's been a running
compliment.
joke
Jeff
for a while.
Goldblum is fucking sexy as fuck.
We can heart your underwater.
I'm more of a Jason Statham fan, not a Jeff Goldblum kind of girl.
Jason Statham is fucking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Puddin', I ever meet him? Yeah, I'm banging him.
Well, Jason Statham, I don't think he's going to come anywhere near, my state, your state, let alone the country. I mean, don't they have some type of thing going over there where they're trying to not have anything to do with anybody or something? You know, something
Actually,
about it.
I think Jason Statham mostly lives in America. He just has dual citizenship.
I'm just British.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I don't care where he lives. He looks good.
Yeah,
sure knows how to
he's
drive.
pretty good in Death Race and
Irving, we only see the
Italian
top,
Job.
bottom of your face.
Yeah, we're trying to keep
Okay.
Mrs. Malcolm's face covered to a degree.
Okay.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, so far there's no spurging in the chat.
We noticed. Yeah.
I know it's dead. I'm so sad. Oh.
Oh, boo-hoo. I guess they finally decided that they were going to go ahead and do a whole lot of nothing.
Well, I don't know. I think what is it, Saturday night? I'm sure isn't there some sort of cartoon that they watch or some shit?
Oh, yeah, right.
I guess.
Instead of Saturday morning cartoons, it's Saturday night cartoons.
Who knows with these weirdos? You know, I don't know anything about the furry community apparently, but according to what I've surmised, to be a furry is to be self-loathing because that's like their ultimate insult is to call you a furry. That's at least from what I've gathered
Interesting.
dealing with them. Yeah, right. A bunch of guys who are, yeah, right. They're into being furries, but they consider being a furry to be like the most depraved thing. That's why they call me a furry.
Yeah.
I don't
I want to
understand
know
it.
what the fuck they said to Sir Wolfie because ever since last night's stream, he has been like, I don't know what's going on. I've messaged him. He says he's okay. He's a fighter. Like nah. Like they got to him too. Like they said something to him.
No, he's all right actually. Wolfie's cool. It's, you know what it is. It honestly, I hate saying it. It has nothing to do with these morons. Wolfie has, you know, he's got his own shit going on. It has nothing to do with these people at all. And unfortunately, it's just they're probably going to actually have the balls to think that they have anything to do with what's going on with Wolfie. And it's just, look, Wolfie's a family man. He has to do the family thing, and that's what it is right now. It has nothing to do with these dinguses. I can guarantee it.
It better not. 'Cause
Nah.
I know I just met Wolfie last night, but I've seen him on your streams and everything. But like they run Miss Steam off. She's a sweetheart. Like I have You know, she's always been good to me, always been sweet to me. You know, me and her fucking bullshit in the chat. You know, director architers, live stream.
Oh, I love Director Arcater.
Yeah, he's a nice
I
guy.
always
Should I
fucking
send him an invite?
Yeah, send
Oh,
director
by all means.
If he's not doing his own thing.
He was earlier, like several hours earlier. So
Well, I know I have him, so give me a minute.
He's in Six's server. Him and Six stream together every once in a while. That's actually the only times I've ever streamed Arcater. Usually is if I'm streaming with Six.
He's good people. I like Director Arcater.
No, I do too. I love that whole background thing he has going on too.
Oh,
hi,
I know.
Richard Art in the chat. Hi,
Hey Rich,
When I
how
get-
are you, bud?
Hey, dude. Yeah, when I get the
hello,
off time,
Francis.
I'm definitely gonna
Daddy's
go
on
ahead
the
and
air.
go and get a drink like that. I love it. Set up the
Rich, go to Twitter.
Let's see here. All right.
Ding, 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 you.
So what else did he make besides mac and cheese? You can't have just that for dinner. There had to be something else.
You know, for the time being, we wanted to keep it simple, so that's what we had. I mean, I had a little bit of whiskey earlier. That wasn't too bad.
My man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Whiskey and mac and cheese. That's such an American dinner.
It was good.
Burnside,
not
you're in
that.
control of the hangout. I need you to turn Queen's volume up.
Okay, let me see if I can do that. Oh, not the cameraman option. Settings. I don't know how to work this crap.
Click on control room.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. That's the cameraman. No, I do not have that.
You should.
Hold on, let me check this thing real quick.
That's a nice punch.
I love him, but he can be such a doofus when it comes to computers.
Oh, that hurt.
Sorry, Al. We're watching the UFC on another screen here.
That's all right.
Look at this kick.
Irv,
Oh, yeah.
Who's fighting?
I'm not sure these two guys, but later it's, who is it? Holloway and Ortega?
Ortega, yeah.
Yeah.
You know a Flair?
Who?
Fuea.
Keith
No.
Flair.
Yeah.
Say so.
Yeah.
Into the mic.
Yes. Yes.
He's from my neighborhood. I'm good friends with him.
Cool.
Yeah, back in the day when I used to work at the bar, he was one of the patrons that used to come in there all the time.
That's awesome. He's a great fighter.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, too. He owns the local MMA joint that's up over next to 7-Eleven.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you ever go roll there?
Oh, yeah, I go there all the time.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, that's where I get coffee.
Hey, Rich.
No, I haven't gone up in there. I'm crippled with one leg, and I'm not doing no MMA. Rich, how are you, kid?
What's up, Rich?
Hi, Rich.
Great, hey, buddy.
How you guys?
Good.
Not bad at all.
Stop stuffing your face.
Yeah, no, seriously.
We're watching a movie right now, so I'm going to be silent most of the time.
Hey,
All right.
it's all good, Rich. Good to have you.
Good to see you, Irv.
You too, dude.
Well, I'm inviting all these people for a specific reason. Oh, Furry and Finley's here.
Furry.
Greetings. How you doing, person?
Medium go.
Good to see you. Finley says, "How's the best Canadian going?"
I don't know. There's a Canadian in the chat.
No, they're asking, "How's Canada doing?"
Say hi, Patches.
Oh, Tina. Come here, come here.
Putch.
Look. That's Patches.
Patches. Oh, he's a happy Putch. Yes, Patches, you didn't leave, right?
Aw,
Yes.
cutie.
I'm gonna
Patches
kidnap that
proof
dog
that
before he
Moonshine
dies.
gives DTs to the old. Yes, you and Patches, you give DTs to old hillbillies because apparently they think that you disappeared. Seriously, that's what Moonshine does. They make them. They give hallucinations. But he's got the DTs. He thought that you disappeared, Patches. You're here though. Yes, Patches is here. He still sleeps next to Daddy every night. Right?
Oh.
What are you cussing about now, my love?
No, I'm not cussing about anything. I'm just going, "Oh, puppy."
I thought you said, "Oh, fuck."
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he's a happy Butch. He's
I'm
a happy
serious. The
Butch.
dog's gonna disappear when I visit. And I'm gonna have
Never.
a new dog.
Never. Right, Patches? Tell them never.
Patches will love living with me.
I would move heaven and earth to get him back.
Good man.
Oh, damn, you're gonna be one strong man at the end of it.
Where's the stuff?
So, Puddin', do you think we got enough people, or should we still wait a little bit longer?
Just about. I want to see if the rest of these folks decide that they're going to show up. Just out of curiosity, because they've been making a lot of power and hearsay. So I want to at least wait till Pox decides. No, he's been waiting for a while.
Last I knew, he was spending some time with the missus.
Okay.
No.
But I know he's supposed to be listening. Okay, so it was brought up earlier. It's almost a year, a few more days, and it'll be a year that Burnside and I met. And all because of you, Scoobie.
Yeah, I try my best to help.
And I guess you could say, courted for 9 months.
More or less.
Until September when we finally met in DC.
Yeah, it was really cool. We had a good time in DC.
And I'll let Scoobie tell how Burnside and I were together, because he was the outside observer.
Well, you'd think that the two of them were together for years. It was really cool to watch, I mean, just they had like that natural chemistry when they were together, and they just popped, clicked, however you want to put it, and it was just really cool to watch, to be around. Just the two of them together, I don't know, they just had a really cool natural chemistry, and I don't know, it was one of those things where just being around them made the day brighter. I mean, it was raining and we were stuck in hurricane weather. You wouldn't have known it though. I mean, the two of them just had like that natural thing. It was best way I could describe it. They looked like a young version of one of them old couples you seen together. They just they got that rhythm, to them,
Like a
they
fireworks show going off. Like just
yeah.
lots of love.
Like, you ever see like an older couple that have been together and they've been together for a long time, and that they still have that heavy love, I guess, for lack of a better term, and it's like you can't. They wouldn't function if they were apart. And seeing the two of them together, you got that same sort of vibe. Like they'd always been together, and you wouldn't see them apart. That's kind of like what I have with my wife.
Simply
of us.
speaking says, yeah, they look miserable, is what you're saying.
No, not at all. You know, they had that sort of synchronicity that I got with my wife, and that's rare, and that's something that you really hope for in life. And I'm just glad I was there to witness the two of you meeting up together, and it was just nice to see. You know?
Do you work for Hallmark?
No, it's just you know.
I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know.
That's sweet. Very
Thanks.
touching.
I can't help it. I'm a romantic, you know, and seeing the two of them, it was a cool time to be, to be there with them, and it was a nice respite from all the insanity in DC. It really was, and I don't know. It's just one of those things that I'm glad I was there for it. That's the long story short. I'm glad I was there.
Nice.
Hmm.
Well, after Burnside and I got to literally like be together for the first time in 9 months, you know, he's laying there and he's kind of like, dating's gonna be a bitch.
Oh, absolutely. It was the first thing I said too.
Yeah, it
Hey,
was.
how you doing? It was literally like, yeah, it's gonna be a motherfucker.
Because like me, we felt a pull towards each other, even though we both were like, internet relationships never fucking work.
Yeah.
Because what was it, like 3 to 6 months before you met me, you just gotten out of one?
Yeah. Fuck, that was terrible.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which is why, when, because you were like, damn, I wish you didn't live so far away. I'd date you. And I was like, well, we could just play it by ear, And he's like, well, what about the, sex thing?
Because that's important.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
However, I brought up the fact we're so far away, we're, not official. And even if we became official, we'd still leave it this way until one of us moved to the other. We've left it as an open relationship so that, there's no cheating. And pretty much all we say to each other is, okay, I'm not going to be on stream tonight. I'm going to go get laid.
Yep.
We've agreed we don't want to meet or see the other person that we're messing around with.
Yeah, because that's unsafe.
Yeah, one of his friends decided to send me a picture of him with, one of his, friends that he messed around with. And I was like, okay, now I have a picture of you. Now I just have to crop it.
Why, you don't want to leave the other guy in there?
But no, I told him, I was like, if you ever introduce someone and then say, I used to mess around with them, I'm gonna look at you and go, now I have to hate them. I didn't hate them before, now I do. And he actually was like, well, why would you hate them? I'm like, because you had your dick in them. That's why I hate them. But,
yeah, that never really flew in this house either. Yeah.
So, it's been unofficial since DC that we were together. But we talked, and babe, do you want to say it?
Yeah, sure. In the honor of all the other things that have gone on and all, and how long we've kind of held together, we're like, you know what? Yeah, let's make it a thing. Fuck it. Why the hell not? Make it a thing.
So yeah, we're officially together.
Yay!
Congratulations.
It's about damn time.
Well, it's been almost a year, so we haven't even had an argument yet. We literally talk everything out.
That's really cool.
Communication and consistency will always be key to every friendship, every relationship.
Yep.
You
You
know,
gotta communicate. You gotta stay consistent.
and one of his friends was actually concerned about it, and I talked to his friend. I was like, "Here's the deal," and he's like, "Wow, you guys actually talk?" And he looked at Burnside, and Burnside's like, "Yeah, it pretty much happens at least once a month."
Uh-huh.
So now it's just a whole waiting game, more or less, with me getting up the funds to move up there. Because I want the fuck out of Florida.
I don't know why. I want to move down there.
You can take my spot.
All right, that's fine. That's perfect for me.
Hey, Burnside, come
Yes.
close to the microphone. You break Tara's heart, I'm gonna go snip snip to your balls. Okay?
Okay.
That's not a threat, that's a promise. Tara's good people, she deserves to be happy. And you better not break her heart.
He's
I don't
actually
think you
the
have to
only
worry about
man that has ever made me happy, even at this long of a distance.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
I made you blush last night.
Hell yeah.
I was going to bed. It was fucking 5 a.m. And we normally do this thing where, you know, the Han Solo Princess Leia thing where I say I love you, he says I know.
Mm-hmm. That's been our thing for a while.
And last night, I said I love you, and he actually said I love you too.
Aww. That's so cute.
Gay.
Smack him, Mrs. Malcolm.
Yeah, seriously, man. Where's your sense of romance, huh?
Go to hell. Good boy.
Wait, hold on, what I missed?
Eat me.
You missed a lot.
Oh God, you gotta hear that.
Rich.
Okay.
Burnside and I are together officially now.
Sorry, you cut out for me. What?
I said Burnside and I are together officially now.
Oh, great! I can drop my fan noise.
Kill everyone in the background so that they shut the fuck up.
What? Didn't I go to
Dog. What are you
Not,
doing?
not,
Mm.
no, all you need is a bath, you know, a huge bathtub. Do you have a pool? And a couple bags of lye, and you're good.
No, I'm black and I'm poor.
Well, you know, one normally does tend to go with the other, and it's not the poor.
Doggy dog, what are you doing, huh?
Well, that's where you live.
Yeah.
You're bored. You live in California, man. Go outside. I mean, isn't there like, I don't know, don't they got like grizzly bears and shit over there? I don't know. I mean, I know once you get out of Los Angeles, it's desert, but the rest of the state is all mountains and hills, and it's like all beautiful. And then you get to San Francisco, and it's all colorful, and there's a lot of gay people flying around. But once you get past there, again, you got more bears and shit. That's at least what I know about California. I just figured, the fuck, man, it's like cattle country and shit. I don't know. Go ride a horse. Go climb a mountain. Don't they got hang gliding? I've seen the commercials about California. How the hell can you be bored?
I think it goes, and I'm going to
It's
try
night
to
right
top.
now.
You have scorpions, then you have gangs, you have fairies, gangs, cows, and then bears.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, oh yeah. You know what it is? I'm thinking because you're on the other side of the country, the sun's still up. My bad. I don't know. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's how can you be bored over there? Like here, there's nothing to do. There's really nothing to do. They're like everything's illegal here. You can't skateboard. You can't. You can ride a bike, but you got to ride in the highway. But that's the thing, you'll get run over if you don't have all your reflective vest and shit on. And if you're not wearing a helmet, they give you a fine. And you got to gear up just to ride a bicycle. So you can imagine how much. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What heresy is this?
Not only do we got helmet laws, you have to operate a bicycle under the same stipulations as a motor vehicle in the state of New York. In other words, you have to stop at red lights. and wait to cross with traffic.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that here because we have
Well, that's
bike
okay.
lanes. But the thing is that I've actually ridden my bike along the sidewalk and I got pulled over by a cop.
Yeah.
And he's like, and it was another bicycle cop. And he's like, why aren't you in the bike lane? I looked at him. I was like, because I don't want to die. And he's like, well, you're supposed to be in the bike lane and you're supposed to wear a helmet. I was like, number one, helmets took the fuck out of me. So no, I'm not wearing one. And that law only goes up to the age of 16. I'm past 16.
Screw helmet laws in general, man. They're nonsense.
And he goes, well, you're supposed to be in the bike lane. I was like, sir, do you have children? He's like, well, yeah. I was like, when you're bicycling with them, do you make them ride in the bike lane or on the sidewalk? He goes, well, the sidewalk, they're too young for the bike lane. I was like, and if they were my age, would you rather them be on the sidewalk or in the bike lane? He's like, well, the law says. I said, I don't care what the law says. I said, what would you rather them do? Well, I would prefer the sidewalk. I was like, exactly. I would rather hear the thump thump of the car hitting the fucking curb instead of just sudden splat.
Well, you're lucky you got a good cop then, because they don't care about that here. They do not care about that here. They got no soul.
And then I explained about my daddy getting run over by a semi when there was no sidewalk. He was in the bike lane and he got run over by a semi. He goes, ma'am, you have a nice day and continue doing what you're doing.
I told you what happened when I went down to the courts a few months ago, and I told them that we kept getting fines for the window tints because Cuomo's a piece of shit and changed the law just for shits and giggles. And so my mother had the medical exemption because we got the windows tinted for, because she has to wear the patches, the medicine patches, and she can't have the sun on her. And so New York State hit us for about $3,000 worth of tickets. And the guy goes like this to me, I don't give a flying fuck what they set up in Albany. This isn't Albany. Pay the tickets. I said, well, we have the paperwork here. I don't have, that's not my problem. Go across the hallway and talk to the DMV. This is traffic court. Now pay the tickets now. Your mother's going to be in violation. And I came back to her and she couldn't believe it. I said, this is why you have to talk to your representative, Ma. You can't come here and deal with these bureaucrats. I said, and I pointed to the guy too. I said, now you see this disgusting troglodyte here? And this guy, he couldn't believe his eyes got big because, he's behind the desk. How dare this guy talk about me? I said that this filthy animal here, the only reason that he screwed you out of this money, Ma, is because it looks good for him. He doesn't care that he screwed over a great-grandmother. I mean, you can look at him, you can tell his mother never loved him. And she's telling me, no, shut up, stop saying that. I said, no, look at him. I said, he's a fucking mutant. And, but that's, what I'm saying? Like, they don't care. They don't care, and they'll rip you off, and they'll take your money. And that's what they do. And that's part of the reason I told her. I said, that's part of the reason I became a journalist. You see, me personally, if I wasn't with my mother that day, I would have waited for him to leave, and I would have ran right up on him when he was getting into his car with a camera and a microphone, like, hey, excuse me, I got a question for you. Now, and I would have just started grilling him right then and there. You see, that's the thing. Like, I grew up around people who were, like, tough guys, and they'll run up on somebody, like, yeah, you run up on them and you beat their ass. I'm like, you run up on them and beat their ass, what does that accomplish? You just finish, you get your own sense of satisfaction. Now, expose the bastards. That's what you do. Stick a camera in their face. When I was a kid, I lucked out. When I was a kid, I watched Geraldo Rivera get the shit beat out of him, and he kept getting up and he was going after the guy with the microphone. Would not leave the guy alone. Guy got arrested, obviously, for assaulting him because it was on camera, but Geraldo, he wanted the answer to that question. That really was, that meant something when I seen that when I was a kid, That's part of what motivated me to become a reporter.
So you wanted the shit beat out of you when you asked questions?
No, it was just the tenacity that he had. Two of my biggest role models when I was a kid was Geraldo Rivera and Asa Phelps. Asa Phelps was Asa on Your Side on Channel 7 Eyewitness News. He did not give a shit. Asa was probably about 5'6". He was a tough Jew from friggin' Canarsie, and he didn't give a shit in either direction. He would go in there and, excuse me, sir, you're ripping these people off. I got the evidence and proof. Where do you think you're going? You don't think I'm going to follow you back there? And he'd follow the people. He didn't give a shit. He would chase them up the fire escape with the camera. Didn't care. That's the thing. All part of being a beat reporter here in New York was, who the fuck do you think you are? You think you're going to lie to the people? Oh, no, asshole. I'll expose you. And they chased them. that's you know, and it's a lost art nowadays because of the mainstream media. You know, newspaper reporting back in the day, it was, you know,
It was real.
yeah, I remember the first time I ever covered something. It was, I want to say probably 98, maybe 99. Oh God, it was something political I covered. Mills Lane, Judge Mills Lane. He had come and he spoke at Nassau College, Nassau Community College. I covered Mills Lane, Ice-T. He was another one that I covered, but yeah, Mills Lane. That was actually my God, I can't believe how many years ago that was. That was interesting, you know. And I don't mean to go off on a tangent. It's just one of those things. I'm thinking about it now. You know, you watch this mainstream media with that fucking hunk of beef. What is his name? That the governor's brother, Chris Cuomo. That fucking that's the daughter of the drool. I can't stand the prick. Ooh, you know what? I got an idea. They usually come out with this shit around the holidays. I got a surprise. I'm gonna go grab it out of the hallway. Give me 2 seconds. Be right back.
Hey, Burnside, we got more people in here. Why don't you go back over the shooting stats? Just, you know, how many people got shot. Burnside. Did he die? Yes, he died, and I'm the only one fucking here. God damn it.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I just don't have my headphones in. I don't want it to like echo or anything. So that's why I'm muted.
Well, we're not hearing an echo.
Oh, okay.
I'd tell you if you were echoing. But Burnside fucking disappears. Little shit. No head for you tonight.
Someone's ass not getting laid tonight.
More news at 11. Oh, God, I wish my statuses would stop. Where is his ass? Not very, very cute ass.
There we go. Let me ask, you guys ever see this? I know that's local.
Yeah, I've seen the birch beer.
Birch beer, yeah, it's a big deal in Newfoundland, man.
Oh yeah, this is Pennsylvania Dutch. Love this shit.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Gonna have a glass, so just give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Is that stuff like ginger ale?
It's like root beer. Just like root beer.
But not sassafras. Got it. Okay. Another thing to avoid.
Look at that rear naked choke.
Wait, what? Burnside, you left me.
Oh,
You left me alone. You shithead.
I went to go get a bite to eat.
it's hap-
Baby, you've been eating all fucking night.
Yeah. Cooked meals. Didn't I spend all night cooking or eating that jambalaya you cooked for me? You thought it was different? I love cooked meals. Kidding me? Anytime someone makes a good cooked meal, I sit there and I'll eat a few.
Yeah, well, I still had a pot of it in the fucking fridge that had started freezing because that fridge was fucking cold.
Oh, tasty.
You could have eaten more of it, but you kind of stuffed yourself on that fucking grilled cheese sandwich hamburger.
That was a great hangover.
Oh. He's sitting there eating this hamburger that is literally, the buns are 2 Texas toast size grilled cheese sandwiches. And then he had a shitload of tater tots. Stop stuffing your face and talk.
Damn it, trying to get another. Damn you, not letting me eat. I want spoonfuls, forkfuls, all sorts of goodies, shit like that. Ah,
You'll get that when I move there.
yay.
Hell, even naked cooking if you want.
Sweet. Oh, hell, I remember the other thing I was going to
Just
do.
keep the 20 out of the kitchen.
Yeah, you
Will
know,
do.
that bar, I don't know. What did I have? I think I had the chili. I don't
Yeah, you
remember.
had the chili.
It was good chili. Don't get me wrong. It was really good chili. But, you know, I just had a problem with that bar in general because of the whole feminism overtones that they had going.
And
Yeah, that was annoying.
yeah. And oh my God, Mrs. Malcolm, he'll love this. Our first date, and some bitch decides she's gonna put her slimy hands all over him.
Oh, it was so entertaining to watch.
That was
Go
fun.
ahead. It's a reminisce show, so go ahead, tell the story, Scooby.
Oh, I was sitting there and I'm watching it unfold. And I waited until, you know, she had him cornered and I got
No,
Tara's
you gotta start
attention.
from the beginning. Not just
Oh,
I'm waiting
okay.
for it to unfold.
All right, yeah. So anyway, this I don't know, this blonde girl. She looked like she was all sorts of lit. She spots Burnside, and then judging from the ball we were in, I'm guessing he was probably, aside from myself, the only straight guy for about a good 5-block radius. So yeah, she immediately honed in on him, and he's, you know, trying to be nice and polite, but I could see the panic slowly creeping into his eyes. So I waited till it reached a fever pitch, and I got Tara's attention. And then I just sat there and watched it unfold. Because, you know, Tara immediately, she gets the heat seeker look in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? They lock. And they locked right on him and right on her. And, you know, and I got Burnside's attention. And so, you know, he looks over at us, and now he's got the deer in the headlights look in his eyes. And it was amusing to sit there and watch. And, you know, granted, now this poor thing, she was all sorts of shit-faced. So that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. She was like really not in the threat zone. She was in the fluffy annoyance zone, which was unfortunate because I thought Tara was going to kill her.
And I would have if she hadn't gotten her slimy mitts off of him.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to turn her Florida Gators bag into her, you know, what we sweep what's left of her up into.
A body bag.
Yes, because I would have pulverized her.
You know, and it's funny too. Like when we were talking to that other couple. Well, I shouldn't say couple. I mean, a group of gay people and one girl. So
that's not accurate.
Yeah, but it was funny to like. It was so weird, like talking to that girl because, like, she tells us like that we have to use only public transportation while we're in their city as
we're
guests,
like doing that,
and we have to shop at only minority stores.
I've already done that,
and I start laughing, and you know they say, "Oh, don't talk to them; not going to listen." I said, "No. Look," I said, "Listen, you hear my accent?" I said, "Do you people honestly think where I shop?" I said that there's anyone that's the same color as anybody else. You're going to sit here and tell me with a straight face you're going to try to tell me to shop someplace diversified? Come on, the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. And that really took the wind right out of their sails the minute that I started talking because, like, oh, we can't preach to him. He's already practicing it.
And they were trying to preach to me, and I'm like, I've been doing that since I got here.
Really? You're going to, go shop at diverse places. I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? You think I'm not going to? I'm going, oh, shit, they're Indian. Get the hell out of here, quick. Who does that shit? I mean, really, fuck that. I want to see the reality series in DC of, like, people, like, running out of the stores top speed. Oh, my God, they're Turkish. I don't think you're going to see that. Just call it a hunch. I don't think it's going to happen, you know? I'm not gonna lie. On the one hand, I mean, I'd hate to see it, but on the other side, I'd love to see something surreal like that. You just see these people running at top speed. You're running past. I'm like, what's the matter? What happened? Oh my God, we walked into that place and they were Chinese. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't.
Well,
think
it is a Chinese restaurant,
right? I'm just saying. I don't think that you're gonna see that. I don't care how friggin' gentrified a place is. I've never seen a reaction like that outside of some Hollywood fantasy. So these people in DC really are delusional.
Oh, absolutely.
They make good
chili. Yeah, but
though.
we all agreed we're going back to that pub this year.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And this time when we walk there, we're gonna actually stop and enjoy the view of the fucking Exorcist house that we sat in front of and didn't fucking realize.
Yeah,
It's a
that was
brick house,
hysterical.
I mean.
We sat there and had no idea what the hell it was. I'm just sitting there and I'm just like pulling, getting rained on and shit. And then this is a fucking Exorcist house right behind me. I'm just like, oh, this old fucking building reminds me of the buildings in my neighborhood. I must have, a good amount of money. Lucky bastard. And it turns to find out, oh yeah, the Exorcist house. No wonder it looks so goddamn.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until like when we were home and we were talking about the Amityville Horror House around Halloween, and then it clicked. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
And
you and I were in a hangout, and I was doing a screen share, and I was on my Facebook and had this thing about which house would you explore first, and one of them it was the Chainsaw Texas Massacre house, Amityville, two of the houses, Murder House and Roanoke house from American Horror Story, and it was the Exorcist house. And he's like, well, mine's the Exorcist, or mine is Amityville. I'm like, I want to investigate that one too. And he goes, holy shit, I didn't realize it. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, that house right there. We sat in front of it in DC.
yeah, so I've been to 2 of the 4 scariest houses in America, and I didn't even realize it. Pretty cool. I'll say this much though, that one, I want to go back down that block. I think it was like 2 blocks away from there. There was that one house I found, and it was the only house I seen in the entire neighborhood that had a driveway. No other house I found in the entire, all of those brownstones in Georgetown, no one had a driveway except this one house. So I guess that's me doxing myself, but if I ever move to DC, that's the brownstone I'd like to grab. Unless that that little shitty brownstone building I found up over where it looks like a small portion of Brooklyn, where it's right above, there's a Papa John's, and right above it there's an apartment. Maybe that one. It reminds me of home. Otherwise, yeah. That's a really beautiful
what it is
city.
They get rid of their driveways so that they have that extra 5 feet wide and, I don't know, let's say 8 feet long extra space of yard.
Yeah, no, this one house had both. It had a yard and it had a driveway and it had a patio above the driveway. I couldn't believe it. That's why I was like, holy shit, if I move here, this is the house I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'd ever want to leave New York, but like if let's say, in the next 10, 20 years I do wind up getting involved more with like news again and politics, I'd have to have some place to stay in DC if I'm going to be down there a lot, And a nice brownstone like that would probably be nice. I don't want anything permanent up here. New York's neighborhoods flux too much. I don't want to buy something and then give it now. Nothing against anybody, but like one of the neighborhoods, like I had an apartment there a few years ago, and I went back, and everyone in the neighborhood was from Bangladesh. That's not a problem for me really, but the whole thing was this. And unfortunately now it limited the food in the neighborhood, so I'd have to take a couple extra blocks just to get a slice of pizza, shit like that, So the neighborhoods around here flux every 5 to 10 years. You can't find anything permanent. Not like that, DC. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Remember the TV show The Nanny with Fran Drescher?
Nope.
Remember, you're supposed to take me to meet her.
I don't want to take you to meet her because I got a weakness for Fran.
You're doing it anyway. I don't give a fuck.
Well, how the hell am I supposed? Doesn't she live out in Los Angeles now? I don't think she's still here. Well, anyway, the neighborhood she was supposed to live in the TV show was Flushing, Queens. It was all Jewish when the TV show was being filmed. It's no longer Jewish. It's actually the largest Chinese community outside of China, and the locals call it Falashang instead of Flushing. Yeah, the whole neighborhood changed in like the past 20 years or so. Hey, what's up, bro?
We got Onceberg in the chat. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Yeah, I used the picture that you created for me. Oh. Thank you.
What are you Monker Lords doing?
Hey, chilling. Corpus.
I see Irving got a sex change. That's nice.
Also, Burnside and I are official now. We're officially dating.
We're a thing.
Congratulations. Name your firstborn after me, I guess.
I don't know. If it has flippers instead of Oswald Cobblepot, I'll make sure to name it Porpoise.
Mm-hmm.
I get anything important going on. It's probably not going to stick around too much. Fucking man, I shot 500 bullets through this new gun that I bought the other day, and man, I'm very, very pleased. I like the gun. Not too big on the action. It's there's a lot of play. Let's just put it that way. I'm probably speaking fucking Greek to you guys, but there's a lot of play through it. 500 rounds, only had one misload and not a misfire. So it wasn't a gun's fault. It was probably the ammo's fault. But
usually a gun doesn't have trouble loading rounds when it's you fire 500 shots. That's just breaking it in.
Turn your face towards the damn camera.
If it's a brand new gun and you don't go through the proper procedures of making sure that the magazine is all loosened up and stuff, then yeah, it can. But this was a used gun, and I mean I fully inspect as much as I can. They don't let you necessarily like completely do a full takedown. Hey, I want to buy this gun. Can I do a full takedown in your store? You know, they're like, probably shouldn't have all those little springs flying every fucking where, but they'll let you take the, what you can, like slide and stuff off. So, I mean, I did as much inspection as I can. Mostly what you're looking for is like pitting around. I'm still talking Greek to you guys, but
no, I'm not actually understanding it.
Yeah, so I was actually curious. I was going to ask you, did you go German or did you go Belgium?
It's a Ruger LC380.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
But Spike, I did give you credit. You did make me that picture for me, and I love it. So I'm going to use it from now on.
Oh yeah, the guy she's talking to in chat. I had no idea what that.
No, it's actually a chick.
Oh, okay, cool. Very cool.
Make sure you don't misgender the individual, or else you'll get a lawsuit.
No.
Wait, which chick is this?
I've had issues with this chick, so she's one of my favorite spurs.
Is this that? What is it? Is this Melon Smithers?
Yep.
Is that who that is?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, Melon Smithers, I got a question for you. Do they call you that because you got a round head, or do you got big cans?
Giggity.
I'm just curious.
Itty bitty titty committee, anyone?
So funny.
I just figured I'd ask. I mean, if they show up, you might as well ask them. I was asking. Yeah. I was actually thinking myself, I wanted to pick up, I got a friend of mine who's a gunsmith in the neighborhood. I was thinking of picking up a 1903 Springfield.
The only stipulations I have when people ask me about what guns they should buy is, I mean, if they tell me something, there's only a few guns that like stick out in my mind as like just stay the fuck as far away from that gun as you possibly can, because most guns, believe it or not, when you're watching videos on like the experts and stuff like that, most of them are fucking blowing smoke out their ass half the time anyway. Believe it or not, most guns work. They're actually not allowed to mass produce them and release them to the public if they're dangerous, a detriment to your health. Go figure, right? This one's only blown up in our face 16 times during testing. That's fine. Just fucking send it out there. What you want to do is you want to go to a gun shop. You want to go to multiple gun shops, honestly, and you want to put your hand on as many as you possibly can, because they all fit differently. They all feel differently. Nobody has. That's not what she said to me, because she said to me, she's like, "Damn, there's not even any room left." But
oh my,
yeah, you want to grab them all. You want to fucking grab them all right by the fucking gun pussy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because they're all different. Everybody's got different hands. Everybody's got different hand sizes, finger lengths, whatnot. Different people hold guns different ways. The guns that are designed to be held specific ways by different people's patterns of holding guns. Like you got to get out there. You gotta experiment, and then you find out. You'll know which one. You'll know what you want when you want it. That's what I'm saying. Caliber doesn't matter. Yeah, caliber doesn't matter unless it's 32 ACP. If you're buying a 32 ACP, like, stop.
Oh no, I mean, this is the thing. The buddy of mine around the corner, he's a smitty. He was actually gonna he was gonna measure it out for me so that the stock is, to my measurements. I told him, I said, he's like, do you have anything you had your eyes on? I said, I'm partial to a 1903 Springfield. He said, yeah, all right, no, not a problem. He's like, you don't want an Enfield? I said, no, I'm not English. I'm not interested in no Enfield. Give me Springfield iron or nothing. And he's like, all right, cool. That's the reason I was mentioning it to you, because he's going to make it for me out of burl wood. And I told him, I said, I want the hardwood nickel. So obviously this is down the road. This isn't anything, I'm doing tomorrow. I don't have any bread to do anything of this nature right now. But I was just shooting the shit with him because I seen him the other day. And he said, I still have to, he's like, I'm still smithing the guns. He's like, anything you want? I said, yeah, you know I want. And I talked to him about it. He said, yeah, sure, no problem. He's like, look, anyone that you're friends with, who wants anything, he's like, I can make them whatever they want. The guy's fully licensed. That's why I'm telling you, if you're interested, let me know, because he can make you anything that you want. As long as it's legal, he'll make it for you.
Nice.
Yeah. And this is the thing. Excuse me. He can obviously send it to whatever gun store you deal with. So, yeah, just let me know. That's what I'm saying. Anything you want, he can make the spec.
I mean, I'll keep it in mind, but no, generally I'll go to a shop and I buy, most of my guns are like used pre-owned guns.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get like, you can get anywhere, you can get up to like 40% off, like, the MSRP or whatever, which always is lower anyway in a store. But regardless, you can get them for a lot cheaper and stuff.
Yeah.
And as long as you get them from an actual fucking shop, they have to run the serial, so it's not been involved in a murder and stuff. Sometimes I'll occasionally buy from like private sales and stuff, but the easiest way to get over that is be like, hey, let's swap fucking concealed carry IDs real quick, just to make sure we're both not fucking criminals. Things usually go over pretty well there. I've only got 7 guns that I bought new. Okay. If you know what to look for, like you're fine. Like, man, you got to really be a really shitty gun owner to have a fucked up gun. I'm not even. They're pretty durable things, man. You think things that were built to fire bullet projectiles at like 1,000 feet per second would be I don't know, flimsy and stuff, but no, they're not. True story.
Nice.
I'd really like to get something to keep in the house.
Oh, absolutely, man.
But
Especially
what
with
would the
this
Democrat
neighborhood.
wife say?
She don't care. I even told her, I said, I had a specific piece I wanted her to get. And she's like, I'm not getting a gun. I said, come on, it'll be good for you. You learn how to shoot at people. I said, you take out your aggression that way. So somebody comes up into the house, you just smoke them. No, I'm not interested in that. I said, all right, it's your call. Like, I want her and I want my mother to learn. And this is the thing. When I was a kid, my mother actually had a 38 snubby revolver. I'll never forget the thing. Like, I remember when I was a kid, before the laws changed, before the Brady bill, everyone in my family packed. Like, I remember everyone had a gun in their waistband at the table. That was just how it was. I remember my brother had it was a nickel plated. It had the ivory handle. It was a 25 caliber pistol he kept on him. My father, he had a 44 caliber 1917 double action Colt revolver. Thing was pretty sure it was nickel, and it had the engraving in it, like the gold scroll engravings in it. And he used to keep that thing loaded with wad cutters. And oh man, see that thing punch through a fence post like it was nothing. And yeah, I think even my sisters, they both had like what was it? The little things that shot like the 380s. I guess they were little 380 pistols. Was it the mini Berettas? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, my sisters all carried the Saturday night specials. I mean, it was the 80s. Everyone had a piece on them. Yeah, that was actually one of the things I was actually disappointed in the 90s, when I was a teenager, when they started changing the laws. Because one of the things you look forward to when I was a kid, when you became a teenager, is you grab your first piece and you carry it on you. But that was it. They changed the laws and you couldn't carry no more. Then they made it felonies, like when I got older. Once I was in college, once I got into my 20s in the early 2000s, that's when all of a sudden you can't carry an illegal gun no more. You know, it used to be where they just take the gun away from you and give you a fine and you have to pay all this money. Then they started to add jail time to it, and they got really nuts. Because, you know what the problem was? We didn't have as much crime because people would just carry a gun on them. And then instead of reporting it to the cops when they got into an argument because they made all those laws different, people were just smoking people and then throwing a piece into the gutter and, you know, forgetting about it and going and buying a new gun. And, you know, I know you can't do that. Well, you know, you made it so we can't shoot these people in self-defense. So let's fix the problem. Okay, we'll fix the problem. Now we're going to make it even harder for you to carry the guns. You know, and that's part of the reason New York became as bad as it was. Because when I was a kid, it was bad because of the drugs, but everyone was armed, so they were blowing away the perps left and right, so it wasn't as bad. Now that the laws have changed, yeah, good luck having to walk down the street that's safe. You know?
That's such a pity.
Yeah. Well, that's why I want her to have a gun. And that's why I would like to, you know, have a gun up in the house again. You know, I was thinking I'd like...
That was a good idea, man. Arm yourselves.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of getting, like, if I was going to probably carry a carry piece, probably a 6-hour P210.
Oh, I love 6 hours.
Yeah, that's what, you know, I learned how to shoot on that pistol. You know, my uncle had one. It was modified. It was the one with the extended barrel. Like, he had the 210. I think it was the 6, but then he had the 8 series barrel on it. So it was a custom job. Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah, that's if anything. I'd probably get the 6 and I'd put the 8 barrel on it. And that would probably be the only difference about it. Same as he had. Because the 6 is the one I think it had like the sights on the side and it had the adjustables. And it was basically the competition shooter model. And he just like had the extended barrel put on it. And it was just a beautiful gun. And it was a gem to shoot. Is what it is, though, you know. They don't make guns like that anymore.
Yeah,
now it's all this polymer shit. You know?
What's wrong with polymer?
I'm old-fashioned. I like a gun made out of metal and wood.
I mean, you still get that? They still make guns that are made out of all metal and wood.
I know. It's just... It's the same thing now. You see the way the soldiers are dressed. They look like the damn kids' toys. You know, when I was a kid, you'd see the soldiers and they were wearing like actual fatigues. Now they're wearing this fucking bitmap looking shit. I mean, for God's sake,
digital camo.
Yeah. It looks like, you know, you're ready to break out the D20 dice and roll it on them. They look like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, man. It's
hey, dude,
God,
you know what? They might look fucking. They might look goofy, but they're deadlier. So I mean, it's.
No, I'm not. I don't mean that. It's, you know, I'm sounding old here. It's just one of those things. I'm like not liking the new shit. Have you seen the new Future Warrior program? That ridiculous looking thing that they got that poor bastard walking around like he's handing out brochures and shit whenever they have like a military show. Oh God, you got to look at it. It looks like a really.
Yeah, it's that exoskeleton. You're talking about the exoskeleton thing.
I think, but the one that they got this poor bastard wearing, it looks like it's like a buttercream color.
Hold up, I heard exoskeleton. Are we about to have a dance walk here in real life?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Future Warrior that they have. The army's like got this poor guy walking around. They couldn't have picked a better color than friggin', I don't know, Grey Poupon. Like, oh God, I would have even went with the old, like, the 20th century olive drab at that point. Well, at least the Army finally went back to dress blues, you know, for the dress uniforms. I hated green. I hated khaki.
I always liked the green color.
You know what it was? I guess because, what was it? They had khaki up until World War II, and then they switched to green. And khaki was only in from, I think they were with khaki from 1902, I think, until 1946, I want to say, or was it 45? They went to olive drab, and they kept the olive drab until I think about 2014. And that's when they went back to, finally they went back to blue, which was the Army's color, up until, I think, 1901. So, but you know what? I'm glad they went back to blue. It's a better color. It looked good in the Civil War. It looked good on the Union troops. I hated green. I don't know, made me think of the Cold War. You know?
Cold War, good times. Dead communists. Lots of dead communists.
Yeah, you didn't grow up in it. You were probably how old were you during the Cold War?
Maybe like
Just fucking born, not born at all.
yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I remember when they tore the wall down. My father was freaking the fuck out. Son of a bitch! Not all the goddamn communists are gonna get out. Like he was the one. Like he and I remember him, my brother, my uncle, my cousins. They were all like bitching about it that they should have just opened up the machine gun nest and like started it emptying into them once the fucking wall was out of the way. You know. Like that's the thing. Like the Berlin Wall.
Those people weren't commies though. They were those people were probably the happiest of all to have that wall fucking broken down. They were probably they're sitting on the other side of the wall under communism. The fucking wall broke down. They were like, holy shit, capitalism's like literally right there. Let's fucking go.
And look at what's happening now to civilization since we let them out. The infection spread. It infected. It's
not those people.
Slowly Europe died.
No, it's not those people. All those people. No, all those people left, and they were like, "Fucking, I will never go back to communism again." That's that right now is all the old people that are looking at all these stupid fucking little twats running around with their little red fucking shirts on, saying, "You guys are retarded. I lived under communism. It's not fucking good. It literally is like garbage."
I know.
The only people that like communism now are like hippies in America from the 60s who never experienced communism, and rich fucking yuppie kids who never experienced communism. Like nobody that experiences communism in the world today, like you gotta think like maybe 10% of them are like, yeah, dude, communism's great.
Yeah,
those subsequently are the people who are benefiting from that shitty system.
Yeah, these are like you're talking about guys who like used to be like generals and shit over there.
Right.
Yeah, no, I know, because most of my neighborhood now, there's a lot of Ukrainians around here. There's a lot of Polish, and that's part of the thing I'm happy about, actually. Like
fucking Slavs. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because it's great. There's no Antifa in my neighborhood. Oh fuck no, they don't walk around here, because you'll see they'll walk up to them like, "Why are you walking around with hammer and sickle?" And they crane their neck up at these guys because these guys tend to be really big. And, they're looking at this guy, and, you got fucking Ivan Drago standing there cracking his knuckles like, I ask you a question. Why are you walking around with hammer and sickle? You trying to promote communism? These fucking kids, they start to bead with sweat. I'm like, yo, you better answer Ivan, man. He looks like he's ready to pound the fuck out you. I can't understand it myself. I mean,
comrade, come in dark alley so I talk to you.
Yeah, right. Oh, I can't understand these fucking kids.
Let me take you home.
Right? These fucking kids. I don't understand what the hell they. I mean, I don't know. Like when I was a kid, I remember they would do the air raid drills, and we'd all have to we'd hear the siren, and you'd have to get under your desk and do that duck and cover shit. Like it actually worked. But
the only difference between kids today and kids when I was a kid, and kids when you were a kid, and kids when whatever the next, I guess, generation. I think you're probably the oldest person here, but the only difference between kids today and kids back then isn't the fact that, I mean, kids always do stupid shit. And they always follow stupid fucking trends. The only difference is that the trend that the kids follow today is like not something that's like, hey, I can't believe I used to wear bell bottoms and wore an afro. I can't believe I used to go through that goth scene thing. I was such a rascally stupid kid. I'm so glad that's over. No, the thing that the kids want nowadays, like, will literally destroy society as we fucking know it.
Yeah,
like they'll be in the gulags moving one boulder. Yeah, they'll be like, you either we're gonna gas and shoot you at the same time simultaneously, or you're gonna pick up this boulder and put it over there with those boulders for communism. And they're gonna be picking up boulders for the rest of their fucking life, eating their 4 grains of fucking wheat at the end of the day, going, I can't believe when I was a kid I used to believe in communism. I was so stupid.
What were you saying, Herb? I couldn't hear you.
Oh no, yeah, I basically was saying, Oh, I can't believe I used to be a communist that snorted condoms and ate Tide Pods.
I can't understand it myself. You know, I was talking to a cop once a couple of years ago, and I said to him, and I think I've said this before on the air. I remember when I was a kid, you'd be outside in the summertime, and I was outside one time, and sun's setting, and I'm catching the lightning bugs, and I watched the squad car pull up down the block,
Hey, I
and
gotta
two
go.
cops.
Hey, I gotta go.
All right, good night, bro.
Later.
Later.
Bye.
And the two cops, they take the kid out the back seat, and he's got the cuffs on. And they come in and knock on the front door, and they're talking to the father. And I watch, and they take the cuffs off the kid. And they get back in the car, and they're eating their lunch. I guess it's lunchtime for them or whatever. And they're watching as the father beats the living shit out of this kid up and down the lawn like it's free. You don't see that anymore nowadays, and that's part of the problem. Is you see now they make them process these kids, and they put them through the system, and the system winds up turning them into these whiny little rejects if they get a hold of them.
Well, they made it illegal to beat the kids, Scoob.
I know, and that's the whole problem. Like, seriously, look, I mean, they took... I remember a couple of times when I was a kid, like, this is where it started to turn from a problem. You get a call from the principal, and the father would go up to the school, and the kid would be sitting in the office. And the first thing that the father would do is he'd walk in, and there's the son sitting there, and the father would walk right up to the kid, grab him by the hair, and start shaking him violently. What the fuck did you do, you little bastard? You see, that was how it used to be. Now the father walks in, he goes right up to the principal. How dare you? My son did nothing wrong, not my child. And that's where the whole problem has shifted. It used to be right off the bat, you take the disciplinarians, the person who's there supposed to teach and is supposed to enforce rule and to keep everything in check. You're supposed to take their word for it. Immediately, it's like, no, the sun rises and sets on my kid's ass, so how dare you try to besmirch that? And that's the whole thing.
Well, we just did away with corporal punishment here in North Carolina a few years ago, where the teacher could paddle if you were from the time I went to school from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade, if you got sent home every year a form, if your parents checked yes for corporal punishment, your teacher or the principal had the right to paddle you, and your parents could check no. They just did away with it like 3 years ago.
Not bad. I remember I had actually a teacher in school. He was old school. He was from Brooklyn. And I disrupted his class. This teacher walked up, and this is part of the reason I cut off. I used to have a mullet in junior high. And I actually used to get into brawls every day with people because I had that ridiculous haircut. I was like the only person for like a 50-mile radius that didn't have like a mushroom cut. And they're like, what the fuck you got that mullet for? And I told them, I'm like, well, I got the look for it. And but I had the hair, like I had the ponytail on the back, and this friggin' teacher came right up to me and grabbed me by the ponytail, wrapped it around his hand, and just walked me backwards out the classroom and threw me up against the lockers. The fuck out of my class! I remember this teacher. He was tough too. He was a tough guy. And it turned out my father went up there. But when I told him, he's like, "I'll go have a talk with this guy." I went up there. My father called me into the classroom. I thought that my father was going to lace into him. The two of them started yelling at me because it turns out my father and this guy were from the same neighborhood. And my father went in there and he's like, "So yeah, you put your hands to my son." He's like, "You're goddamn right. I put my hands to your son. Your son's a bum." And the two of them just started talking. And my father drags me in there. The hell are you doing disrupting this man's class? The fuck's the matter with you? And he starts smacking me in the head. So, and that's my whole point. That's the way it should be with these kids. The kid disrupts, the teacher corrects him, the parents talk, and if the parents agree, smack the kid around again. Give it to him twice. I'll tell you this much, I never disrespected that man's class again.
Well, I saw a video today where a man is making his daughter walk 5 miles to school because she bullied another student on the bus.
Hey,
Good,
you know
sir.
what?
Right.
Whatever the parents choose. Like, if a parent feels that the kid did wrong and the parent wants to punish the kid, they're trying to teach the kid right from wrong, and they're trying to build character. You know, these morons on the left, all they hear is punishment. They don't hear that there is a reason. You know, you put somebody in jail to punish them. The reason that you're putting them in jail to punish them is so that they learn a lesson. It's not just to make the public feel better. You know, that there is a reason behind it. That's part of the reason it's called, you know, rehabilitation as well as punishment. You would actually like to rehabilitate more than punish. You know, punishment usually can actually incite spite. You put somebody away for a few years with no point of rehabilitation, they're going to come out pissed off. That's why you try to rehabilitate them. Excuse me.
Yeah, no violating inmates with baseball bats like sometimes I feel is probably appropriate. That just doesn't work long term. It's a bad idea.
No, I don't believe in it either.
Explain it to me.
It's too bad that National Libertarian left because he hates the thing I was going to say next. And I say this all the time. Like, honestly, we got these guys, you know, like these Delta Force people and Special Forces and the Green Berets and whatnot. And I always say, you know, look, we got all these prisoners. I mean, all these guys do is lift weights and try to kill each other all day. Work out some sort of system where we put like these badass criminals. Let the Delta Force guys do hand-to-hand against them for training purposes. Seriously. Like, I would have no problem with that. Like, putting our soldiers in to train against these animals. And I'm not saying I'm trying to be, like, to besmirch them. I mean, these guys, they're conditioned. Like, they're like a machine. And I think, honestly, like, I mean, if you took some of these, like, Chicano guys, these bikers that are, like, out in San Quentin, I mean, they're like 2% body fat. All they do all day is just lift weights and hit the bag because they're ready to, like, you know, they're going to fight to the death the next time they get into a fight with somebody. Well, fucking A, yeah, I wouldn't mind pitting these guys up against the Green Berets. Seriously, that's a really good training for us, our troops. You know, and the prisoners, you think about it, like, okay, every one of these guys you box will knock a month off of your friggin' your sentence or whatever.
Hey,
Seriously.
Spike. Hey, Spike in the chat. It's not your meme when it has my picture on it, and technically you stole that avatar from Scoobie and posted my picture on it. So no, bitch, we didn't steal it from you. Nice try though.
Gas them like we gas the Jews.
What happened?
Talk my image.
I return.
Are you done stuffing your face for the fucking night?
Baby.
Well, you're done for the rest of the fucking show.
Yeah, it disappeared for a little bit there. What, you had your head in the fridge the whole time?
No, he had his head in the fucking pot.
Nah,
He was licking the sides.
I was looking around for the last beer and I realized, oh yeah. So it's literally like, don't we have any more beer? No, we don't have any more beer. Are you sure? Yeah. No beer. Really? Yeah.
Time to switch to whiskey.
Nah. Possibly. I don't know. I'm trying to make that last till next weekend at least. It's like, ooh, man, it's not even Tuesday, and it's like, you know, gotta make it to payday. Gotta make it to payday.
But you just had a payday.
Not enough. Not enough, because most of that went straight to bills. Which
Money
didn't, but,
comes
you know.
easy, money goes fast. Like easy come, easy go. Pretty
Yep.
much.
Oh, yeah. Literally.
Well, I look at it this way, man. You know, you just got to take it week by week and go with it. That's all. And just try to save that money.
Yep.
Ah, damn it. I'll be right there. The dog's barking.
Alright. I'll be here.
Yeah, Spike, you need to go buy you some titties, girl, because last time I checked, you had little titties. And go buy you some fake boobs. Like, I don't care if you have more memes. Congrats. So go buy you some boobs. Sell those memes. And go buy you some boobs. Itty bitty titty committee.
Yeah, the best this person has is at Terra, you are gross. Seriously?
Girl,
What are we in fucking kindergarten? I hear that from a 5-year-old often.
girl,
And that's just because he's a little shit.
Tara, if you think you can't stand unapologetic Leaf's fucking voice and Opal's voice, you will not mix those two together and times it by 10. This is what this bitch sounds like. It's worse than nails on a chalkboard. Oh, it's fucking.
Okay, so, drop an anvil. Got it.
Lol. Oh, too funny. I found, despite not being able to find any more alcohol, I found the other article I was gonna go through. Although it's kind of a little late, but just out of curiosity, do any of you guys know what the significance of December 5th is?
December 5th?
December 5th.
Oh, yes. Isn't that supposed to be like Santa Claus's evil brother or some shit?
Do you know his name?
Krampus.
Exactly. There you go. Buddy got it. That's exactly what it was. On the 5th of December, it was officially Krampus night. The day where everyone gets a nice, swift, hell-hinding, fucking cloven square foot to the ass for being a little bastard. The funny thing is that holiday's actually starting to gain some traction, which is cool because, I like the idea of children knowing, all right, if you misbehave like a little bastard, this guy that looks like David Brocky had a lot of cocaine is going to come out of the snow and abduct you and drag you to hell for a year straight. I like that. Cool story. Everyone likes like, oh, so wicked, so evil. Krampus. Motherfucker, are you kidding me? The thing about Krampus is the naughty list. He'd get the naughty, so there's no boo-hoo about it. It's if you misbehave, Santa Claus is going to say, Krampus, you go get that little bastard, and you give him my foot in his ass, and you take that birch tree and you beat him with it.
Hey, Spike, why don't you all do us a favor and go get a tracheotomy to fix that voice of yours, so we won't hear you.
We still going on about Spurgs and trolls and all that.
We have one, but we have one troll in the chat, and that's William Stenchover. The other one is an idiot. I think it's actually a fucking 5-year-old typing away.
Hey, let him have this
I will say a very smart 5-year-old to know how to type.
I was hoping our favorite troll was going to be around, Toxic, but I guess he's got a little something he's got for a little ho.
No, all those birds were.
Nah, he's just doing a little hoeing himself.
That's what he's doing. Hopefully he makes it. But yeah, I wasn't sure if anyone knew what Krampus night was, so I was gonna go into a whole thing about.
Go ahead.
Okie. All right. Now the significance of Krampus night is very simple. Back before everyone in Europe had to apologize or decided to apologize for having culture and religion, civility, and things like that, there was an old tale that went around during Christmas, and it was that you better behave, you little motherfucker, because if you don't, Krampus is gonna get you.
I'll tell the tale. Jesus.
Wait, I thought I broke up for a second. Sorry about that. Is everyone still able to hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I heard a bunch of static and I was like, fuck. So sorry about that. But anyways, so the tale goes that from December 5th to December 10th, while Santa Claus was getting ready to go and get all his presents together with his elves for all the good little children of the world, Krampus was getting his chains and his birch tree and all sorts of other shit to go and whoop the shit out of all the bad children around the world. And oh, he didn't ride around on a sleigh. No, he cracked out of the earth. He went all like demonic and stuff, and was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna punch my way through the earth, emerge out of the snow, and just walk up to somebody's door, kick it in with my hooves, and go, 'You little Timmy, you've been a bastard. Time to come with Krampus now, or I'm gonna give you a whooping. You start running, you're gonna be working in my shop for a year in hell.'" Like literally, this guy would drag people to hell. He'd literally take a giant wicker hamper that he'd put his underwear and shit in, and he'd beat the crap out of children with birch branches that were forged into Germanic baseball bats that later became used in World War I.
It's funny.
And they'd go, "All right, that's it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. We killed ourselves. What the hell?
Oh, you gotta.
We shot at the same time and we both died and we ended up in a draw.
What the
I'm sorry,
fuck?
continue.
It's all right." I was like, "What the hell? What do you mean you killed yourself?" So that explains that. Okay. Anyways. Now, a lot of people have forgotten the significance of Krampus and good behavior. So, yeah, I know it's a little late. There's about 2 days, give or take, depending on where you are in the world, to run, hide, barricade, and pray for mercy at the hooves of Krampus. Because, when he comes to town, he's gonna kick your ass. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, you better behave, because Krampus is gonna get you. And in case you don't think Krampus is gonna get you, they still make Christmas cards of Krampus. Despite all the apologizing and the crying and we shouldn't have any culture. Thankfully, the culture of Krampus is still alive and whooping. Funny little thing. Here, I have to show this because this is one of my favorite Krampus cards because this triggers the shit out of people. It's absolutely hysterical.
Don't forget to present yourself.
All right, let me find out. Where's
6, get in the chat. Get in the chat. Get in the chat.
Button, work. There we go. Aha. All right. Now on the first night of Krampus, everyone ran and hid. On the
You're
second
not presenting yourself.
God damn it. I thought I was.
There you go.
That sounds okay. Is it working?
Yes.
Okay. Now, on the first day of Krampus, everybody ran and hid. And the first night of Krampus, little old Saint Nick over here on the left said, "Here's the naughty list. Go get the little fuckers!" And every night until the 10th of December, Krampus went around the world with birch trees, chains, wicker baskets that are filled with his laundry, and all sorts of god-awful shit, and started gradually taking all little children until he whipped them into good-behaving little children. And you know what? Yeah, a lot of people like to say, there's no this, there's no that, but you know what? It's the spirit of it. Be thankful that you're getting presents.
Also, just remember that if the children still were not behaving properly, he would eat them.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Wasn't he baked them into pies or something like that?
Something like that.
Okay, I didn't know if that was a thing or not. Okay, yeah. Even apparently on the last night of Krampus, you'd apparently bake your sorry ass into a pie and eat you in front of your parents if you misbehaved that horribly.
Cool.
Good culture, I tell you, good culture, because the important thing is behavior, civility,
Okay, now, Sarah, we're getting echo.
I prefer that sort of Krampus myself. You're gonna show right.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, Scoobie. Here, let me present that. That's a Krampus.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
There you
Krampus.
go.
Yeah.
Yep. There's little Timmy misbehaving, and his ass is gonna get dragged straight into the meat grinder like everyone else who misbehaved.
I just like how it's a bag full. Look, he's just got all these kids like it's nothing.
That was
6
Krampus's
feet in the
job.
fucking hangout, you smart ass.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I like Krampusnacht. Good holiday. Great holiday. You know, I'm glad it's getting traction now. The good thing is, despite all the hearsay nonsense that's been going around with Merkel and her let's apologize for everything for no good reason. You know, people are still doing Krampus parades where they go around in Poland and Germany and they look like imitations of David Brockie and Guar and go around and they whoop children, whoop adults, whoop everybody. Unless you behave, then they give you a pie made from dismembered, misbehaving children.
What if the adults like being whooped?
Well, then there's always putting them to work in hell. Because just like old Saint Nick, where he's got a lot of elves that work on making all the nice toys that people get every year for Christmas, Krampus, you don't want to know the shit Krampus winds up working on. I mean, you think Jim Crow invented slave labor? Nah. Krampus was the forerunner. He went, all right, all you little bastards that misbehaved, you're going to have to assist me in running hell and Santa's workshop for an entire year. That's if they were lucky. If not, they'd get tortured and they'd be forced to work for years on end. Good stuff, I tell you. Good stuff. And
Yeah,
6,
nice
I sent you an invite already.
That's too. Like, I don't know. Has anyone else noticed swing like dark holiday shit? Or is it just me that's noticing it?
No, that's why I brought it up. Is it's coming around again? Thankfully, people are getting back into the old spirit of be grateful, you little son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You know, like the last 2 years, like I've actually seen people like around like the 5th, the 6th, 7th, and the 8th, like actually like disciplining their children, and at least 2 of them have mentioned Krampus. You know, whether it's because of the movie or they actually got some culture in them. I don't know, but it's good. Because everyone with their happy little socialist iPhones and their communist little Mac computers and all that other shit, they're a bunch of smart little fuckers. They should be thankful that their parents have all that money to blow on them. And all they want to do is march around in the streets and have sex with dogs and mailboxes and set things on fire and piss and shit everywhere. It's like, no, you people should be grateful. And if you don't want to be grateful, Krampus always has room in the meat grinder for all those nice meat pies. That'll fix the problems of socialism's famine. Just put all them in the Krampus grinder and play some ham on the bone. Just to set the mood. Just to set the mood.
And Krampus starts singing the best pies in London.
I think he sings the best pies are made in hell by me.
Oh,
like
God,
me
you
as an
didn't put
himself.
the joke, best pies in London, Sweeney Todd.
Oh, I haven't watched the movie.
I am making you watch the Broadway with Angela Lansbury.
Okay, as long as there's not people violently masturbating to it, because that's the problem I have every time I mention that movie. Is somebody leaps?
No. It's not like watching Renter Cats.
Okay, cool. I've tried to watch that a few times, and it's literally like Mike Jones or some crap like that, or someone will like leap through a random fucking portal or hallway or some shit like that and go, Sweeney Todd, greatest movie of all time. Oh, you really need to watch it. You watch this scene, and that scene, it's like it's Johnny Depp. I know it probably doesn't suck. Stop spoiling the movie for me, fucker.
No, he did really good in that movie.
That's good. Yeah, he's normally a pretty decent actor.
Yo, who's breathing real hard?
I have a fan on me.
Oh. Okay.
My AC is out.
It is a little bit past 11, so I'll keep this running a little bit longer before I go and close it down. So I just realized the time now that I'm not looking for beer and stuffing my face and waiting for Krampus to come down the hall so I can go, get the ones downstairs.
I
Get
wish
the ones
Six would
across.
hurry up and get in the fucking hangout. Stop talking Spanish in the chat. I can't fucking understand.
I understood it.
Just
Oh, wait,
because I'm
Irv's got
Discord
more.
doesn't mean I understand Spanish.
And for those that didn't get the joke reference, I was referring to Richard Art's brothers and sisters that are misbehaving.
Something listen. Nothing.
Oh well.
I can't stay long, but how's
It's all good,
everybody's-
buddy.
Hey, Six, what's going on, bro?
Boy, 6.
Got the fucking opening shift again tomorrow.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Yeah, we're sorry. I was inviting you in to let you know what we announced earlier. I don't know how long you've been listening.
We are a thing!
I just zoned out for a while. I don't know what was the announcement.
Burnside and I are together officially.
Awesome.
Yep, we're a thing. We're a thing.
It's been about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Can't believe it's been that long already.
Yeah, I know. It just seems like yesterday.
So,
Hey, Scoobie, your favorite cactus is starting his stream.
Cactus?
He's not a prick. Yeah, I've met a lot of pricks in my life, but this person is a fucking cactus. He just started streaming. He wanted to be on the stream so bad last night. Press 1 in the chat if you want AP to come on. But no, I just got the notification through YouTube here. He started streaming. So yeah, your favorite cactus.
Well, I could care less about that. I don't care about
Yeah, he
that.
could go fuck that cactus.
No, Sir Adamantine can go fuck that cactus. I mean, he likes sticking shit up his ass, or he likes sticking shit up other people's asses. So I mean, hey.
I don't know what his thing is, but if that's what he does, there's a north side of town for that. The communists will absolutely accept it lovingly and full-heartedly and do all the sodomy that they sodomly do in whatever part of fucking north side of Chicago they do that in.
Oh.
I
No,
feel
it's-
so bad for Pat. He couldn't get in here because of his internet.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's 12:35 by me. I got a call tonight. I got to get up early. I don't know. I guess if anything, when you guys are up in the morning, hit me up.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Good night, guys. I'll talk to
Bye,
you later.
Scoobie. Have a good night.
Yep,
See you,
you too.
Scoob.
Yep. Laters.
Night.
Yeah, and we too, we're gonna pop out, finish watching the UFC. The
Okay.
main card's coming up. Thanks for having us.
All right, see you,
Have a
Irv.
good night.
Also, Irv.
Yes.
Also, Irv, before you go, be expecting a fan art of you and your lovely lady tomorrow.
Oh,
Yay!
Right on, Rich. Right on. Good
Sounds
man.
like someone's excited.
Right, see you guys.
See you around, Rich.
Hail
Bye.
Sigmar.
See you around, Irv. Yeah, probably about time to call it quits anyways.
yeah,
Everyone else is
I'm
gonna call it
asleep here,
tonight.
man.
Yeah. Alright, any final words before we hit the great red button and wait for the rest of these people that don't have jobs to go and
Yeah.
notice or something?
I'm just gonna say, Tom, Butcher. As I said, I'm sticking with Burnside. Tom, again, I don't date black guys. And Butcher, you're all the way in fucking Australia. I don't want to hang upside down like a goddamn bat. I want to be a vampire, not a goddamn bat.
Yeah. Do you like Vikings? Vikings like me.
Yes.
No, I don't have nothing to say. I guess they all spurred themselves out last night and on Scoobie's chat, and I guess they got all tired of watching their cartoon. So, I mean, at least I did get one spur, but I shut that bitch up. So,
Yay. All right. Normally, I don't condone all the childish behavior, but everybody else has been telling me, "Ooh, they would do this, they would do that," and it's like, I have a job, I don't care, and it's like, allegedly, these guys are like, "Yeah, we're gonna fuck your shit up Burnside now." I don't care. I have this thing called a job.
well,
What can you
I was on
possibly
my
do?
best behavior. I didn't like, let me tell you something. Da, da. Nope. I was just like,
Yeah,
I addressed her calmly, and
everyone was civilized about it. That's what I like. Like, tongue in cheek humor. It's all good. I think we had fun with this. So,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I guess press 0 in the comments if you want the no lifers to start, stalking again or whatever. Ooga booga booga.
That's
All
all
right.
I have to say about it.
Oh, we had another one show up. Oh, Trippy Cast. Oh.
Aww.
Oh, that's funny.
He just now showed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has my room to talk about anybody.
You put the fucking link out in all the fucking right places, and he just now shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was about to hit the red button. Oh, okay. Maybe I should still hit the red button. I mean, not like it's, very important. But I mean, yeah, congratulations. Remember to hit 0 in the tab to let me know that, nothing. Like, look, I get it. You're angry, you're upset, you don't like us for whatever reason. There's this thing I have called work. You get up at 9, go to work at 9, you work till 5, 8, 10 night, and then you come home, eat, sleep, you do it all over again. That thing called the gainful employment. Yeah. See, Kitty gets it. I'm more worried
Holy
about
shit, that
that.
just woke me up.
Oh, you were.
Kitty's telling you to go to bed, so go to bed 6.
Oh, you guys take it easy.
Bye,
Night.
6.
All right, you have a good night, 6. All right, and as of now, I guess bid you folks to do. Have a good night, and the rest of you guys, I guess, continue to be abhorrently pissed off. So, bye. Red button.